Good evening, ladies and gents. Welcome to the week ahead video brought to you by Synergy Markets, Synergy Signal Service. This video, we are going to be highlighting where price is within the market cycle relevant to sending trade ideas out to subscribers. What this really is a walkthrough as to our thought process behind our trade signals. Our methodology is highlighted here, and it follows week to week. You can look back at the previous weeks and see what we said then and how things have played out, etc., etc. It's also a useful learning tool for those that want to learn. Lots of lots of media available online under the YouTube handles and the Twitter pages. So do check that out. Before I start, trading is risky. These trade signals are not a regulated activity. Synergy Markets is a regulated entity. This service is not regulated because we're not doing a fact find or personal recommendation. So make sure you're clear with that. You will not have any protections if you take these signals. Right, let's start. So, not many trade ideas last month. We sent 9 trades out. We got one loser, the rest winners. What have we started with this month? Pretty quiet, to be fair again, but we had a stormy July, decent August, and now we're into September. For me, I've got a terrible cold, by the way. The battle is about the US dollar and the euro. You can argue both ways at the minute. There's set up both ways. Is it worth going straight there? Let's have a look at the other stuff first of all. We'll start at the top of the list. Not sure if you see my list. It's AUD CAD. So AUD CAD, all of these different colors are harmonic swings. So, for example, this green appears here, this purple appears here, 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 and it's just mapping out the swings the market can do. So you got this. That's obviously in the wrong place. So we've got the reds, the yellows, they're all different swing vibrations. So we can ascertain by putting any of these really off the low. The red, the purple seems to be on a downtrend on push-ups. You could argue the red or the blue, and if we just simply put that here, you get an idea of where targets lie and how that intersects with the 800 EMA. But don't get too caught up on all of that. This is ultimately a trade signal service that we do the hard work. We identify these setups and send them out for you to trade. So first of all, this blue length here, AB, should normally be equal to CD. If it's not equal to CD, then there's normally a extension. So the extension is a key Fibonacci ratio of 127 or 161.8. Let's just check what that actually is. So to be clear, AB equals CD 60% of the time. Price did come down, bounce a little bit. However, what we need to do is check the extension. So we measure this length. And you can see the extension comes in on the 127. So that's really strong. I don't actually use this for entry so much, but to set the background of where price is, and we didn't come down to the 78.6, we've held the 61.8 and tested it again here. So we've tested it a few times to 61.8. So we got the extension of the AB, we got the 61.8. For me, there's nothing for me to get too excited about. If I look at it up close, the pattern starts to emerge, but this little red diagram is what I use to trade the market. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If you see 1 and 2 in place, you know 3 is going to happen. So just do your own little bit of logic testing there. This is an interesting move, but we do have 1, 2, markets work in 3. Still lower low, lower high, lower low. We're going to see how Sunday night price is handled. Lovely cup of tea. Yeah, and that's AED CAD. So AED entered D. This has been quite a nice trade back to the top of potential consolidation 1. We did take the Gartley short, and then we took the pattern long change break entry. Played out nicely, and now we're back at the top of the range, equal highs. Let's see if we've got any kind of sequence with days or weeks of rise. You can see here that we had well, to be fair to you, all of this is pretty consolidatory. and then we had the break, week of rise, second week of rise, third week of rise. So we got 3 weeks of rise. It's normally enough to hold off going long. And there we have it. AUD USD. So AUD USD, 1, 2, 3 to the high. Very nice, did it nicely. We have a week of rise, second week of rise, which is very close to being a no net for the week. So we might see this pick up a little bit. The way I have it mapped out is one of the best patterns. So where I've put we are here, that's where I think we are. We're going to have another move down. So this is all evidence gathering why I think the dollar could weaken from here. So the dollar strengthens from here, sorry. There's just a cascade of weight here flowing down, and I think it's going to take it with it. Moving on, Euro AUD. Beautiful pattern. W, 1, 2, 3, consolidate. 1, 2, 3, consolidate at the moment. And we're just lingering around the 50 EMA in level 2, expecting higher prices. Do we have the setup down here? Nearly. Nearly got it. But we're still trading. This bit hasn't broken. I want to see a clean break. So this is still early days, risky trades. I'm not going to be taking that. But a beautiful backdrop of why to take it where we sit currently. Do like an Earl Grey. EuroCAD had an amazing push up. Remember, folks, this is one that we've been long for a while. I don't know if anyone's still in it still. But this technically is a consolidation zone, but it's also a high, 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 low, high, 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 low. We're waiting for that second zone of consolidation to come in. But strictly speaking, this is playing out beautifully. Level 1, level 2, higher prices off the 50. Very nice. Thank you for coming. I didn't get my trade. Had I seen my trade, I would have definitely taken it. I was waiting for a retest, never happened. But we did get we did get a change break, haven't had the retest. Moving on, Euro NZD. This is another one I got high hopes for. Change, break, ultimately high, 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 low, high, 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 low. Got a little bit of internal change, not taken out the previous wicks, which is important. And for me, this is the actual high to be taken out. This hasn't made a new low as in terms a breakaway lower. This is key for the thing to move up. So yeah, keeping a very close eye here. Nice entries identified. Euro USD. Now this is where the fight is. This is a huge fight at the moment of me not knowing actually being, I'm not 100% sure on this. I'm not 100% sure if I'm right or wrong, but I don't care about that. I just want to make sure I'm doing my best to sort of highlight where I am currently. So these blue swings, remember the harmonics? This is a harmonic. We're very close to completing the next harmonic. I think this could have one more spike higher to 119, currently 117. At a push, but if I look at the count, you've got 1, 2, 3 to the high, and it's just sort of if that rolls over, it's going to be brilliant for us. But that's how I see the pattern as well. Level 1 consolidation, level 2 rise. I believe this has to be mitigated, taken down to the 800 before we can push again. So we'll see how that one wants to behave later on. GBP AUD, again, chopping around that second zone. Or this is the first, this is the second, this is the third. Not much going on for me, so we'll leave it at that. GBP CAD, again, had a change of the previous lower high, level 1, level 2, potential peak, or this is a 1, a 2, and then higher. Nothing, again, no easy setups, but this is a great move. And this was visible, certainly visible. But yeah, beautiful. GBP CHF, real tricky. Don't like it ultimately. We're at the lows of level one consolidation. The fact we haven't taken out here and the fact this might even be a consolidation zone makes me doubt it. GBP USD, again, level one consolidation, shoulder head shoulders. Is it going to fail here and slip down? Potentially, but it does look potential longs after that. Moving on. NZD CAD decided to have a spurt up. This is lows of consolidation one, safety trade area. This is all grabbing people both ways. Is it going to unfold it into a nice rally? We'll have to wait and see when that last lower high is broken. NZD USD, AUD USD lookalike, lower lows, lower highs at the moment. Let's see if we can see anything. So remember, this change hasn't taken out this low here. So if anything, this is the change. This is the break, but we haven't properly had a. It's not a clear break, and we're retesting here. So difficult trade enter DUSD, but ultimately short for me. What else we got? Ripple, no point talking about. Gold, 35.86. Again, what can you say? Crazy. Oh, that's Rolls Royce. Apologies, folks. So gold is even crazier. Look at that. Jesus Christ. Difficult to know what to say on gold, but wow. Wow. What a move. Same for silver. Wow. What a move. Hit the 60, what, 71.8. Coming back a touch. I want to see this come up here and retest big time. Could be the time for the dollar, folks. It really could be. Dollar basket. Well, guys, I don't know about you, but for me, that's 1, 2, anticipating a 3. Call me simple, stupid, whatever you want to call me. That's what it looks like. Nasdaq, yeah, fair play. Big move. 1, 2, 3 reset. Pushed again. No proper. It tested it briefly down here. Not too sure to sell on that one. But now here's the prime cut for me. This is prime cut. Monthly chart, super bullish. I mean, for me, this it's really quite dangerous because if we finish the cycle up, 1, 2, 3, we should really come down here. And if it comes down there, then fair enough. But before it does that, I believe that we've got the change, the break, the retest twice, and I expect the surge and the clear of those highs. We'll see if that happens, folks. But yeah, that's about it. And apologies that it's slow. It is slow, and that's just how markets are. We're not the boss. They show us setups. Market shows us setups, and we try and take them. Simple as that. But we're not trading things that don't exist, which for some of you out there with patience not as long as others, expecting miracles, but it just doesn't happen that way. But either way, enjoy the rest of your weekend and see you soon. Thank you.